So I started doing this decision level thing and thought I had clicked the recording button. So frustrating. But let me do this back over. I will explain like one of this and one of this clearly again, and you guys would just do the inverse of the opposite. So decision level. With decision level, all your focus is on is the closing of the most current candle versus the open of the previous candle. So let's say that this candle opened like this, all right? And you hear people talk about the open, the high, and the low, right? What you need to know is that the candle opened here, it went up here, it went here to make a low, it come up here to make the high, and then the candle close here, right? So now let's say that we have another candle. It opens here, right? And this is a bearish one, right? It opens here. There's a wick on the candle, like let's say up here, right? So remember, this green one, it opened here, close here. This red one, it opens here, close here. So on the line chart, this candle actually opens right here. It went up to make the high, came down to make the low, and then it closed here, right? This is an uptrend structure, and this is a downtrend structure, right? At this area here, right? This is where orders came in, right? After it closed here, orders came in, like the buyers are trying to buy it up, but then the sellers took control and sell it down and close here, right? Your decision level is at this area here. At this area here for this candle. That's your decision level, right? It's a decision level because this is a reversal pattern. Also, because the closing of this candle is lower than the open of this candle. So a decision was made to go up here, but this guy changed the direction and close here, right? When you have this pattern here, it means that this candlestick has the ability to influence the next candle, right? That's what that means. So that's why you have here the closing candlestick have the ability to influence the next candle. So now let's say that you have price doing this. A top here, right? Even though this candle, it close here, this one open up here but close here, right? So think about this as a gap, like some gap happened here, right? This bearish candle that changed the decision here, it has the ability to continue the price down. This doesn't mean anything than just a rejection. You could also have another candle here. The color could be different. It doesn't even matter. Right? The color could be green. No, it doesn't matter. Right? Doesn't matter. The only time this matters is when this green candle closes above this. Right? Because it would have engulfed this candle here and changed the direction to say, okay, more likely is that this want to influence the price to continue up. But you need to drop time frame to see what this actually break in here, right? Because on a time frame lower, it could just be pushing up the to tap into something which is up here, or even take this level right here, close here, and then the next candlestick open and do this, right? So when you trade decision levels, you're looking to see what the closing candle did, the closing of the candle did versus the open, right? That's all the decision level is, right? That's all the decision level is. So now, let's say that this candle here was red, right? This one here was red. Let's say that this was even green. Doesn't change anything because this one, it opens here and close here. It didn't affect anything at this level. It just means that, yeah, we're still bearish for sure, for sure. That's all that is. So this is the basic of decision levels. And if you look at it from a candle perspective, even if this does this, come here, close here. This one is a tricky one. See, that's where it close. So you connect this one, see. No, let's see, close here. Yeah, something like that. So this is a tricky, weird candle. Um, this one here would just open up here and drop, but that's the least of the thing. All right, so get rid of this for now. All right, so this is open versus the close, and you also have open, high, low, close in here. Same thing, candle open here, make the low, create the high, close. Candle open here, make the high, make the low, close. That's open, high, low, close. There's one other thing about OHLC is if the candle open and it's trying to make the high first, right? More likely is that it's going to be a sell. And if the candle open and you start pushing down first, more likely it's going to want to buy up into the area. Like what this would have done, open here, make the low, and it push up, right? Sorry, this open up here, make the high, and then push down, right? So that's what OHLC is. And open, high, low, close, open versus close, right? Other one I will show is the other type of decision. So this is a drop decision in here. Drop decision, right? At that level there, because it's causing the price to drop. That's why it's called a drop decision. Other one is a rally decision, which is the inverse of this. I won't explain it, I'll just draw it out. And then you have something like this, right? And your decision level is right here. That's a rally decision. There's another variation of rally decision, which is this one. Right? The decision level for this one is right in between the open. That's your decision rally. There's one for sell. And the decision level is right here. So this is drop. This is rally. These are the two decisions in the market that you're looking for. Two types, or the drop ones and the rally. These are more continuations at the bottom. So now what's important about this is that when this is, let me move this. When this is creating and it's going up, what do you want to see? You want to see this break a decision like this right here, right? This decision that was over here, this previous decision, right? because it's breaking above the open of this. So when you see this, this means that, okay, more likely price will want to continue to the upside, and it would be the reverse on this one over here. This is pushing down and it's breaking this decision, right? That's something that you want to see, right? It could be another scenario where this here, man, it's pushing down. Right? Could be this other scenario here where this, because this level here, break this drop decision, right? Because this becomes a rally when you break this drop decision. And then when this opposing candle now does this and take this out, it make this guy a drop decision because he was able to break the open of this guy, right? So you will be stressing some importance of this. If this candle did something like this, this is not a drop decision anymore, right? It's just a regular open and close, nothing to this, right? But if it does this and close beyond this, it makes it a drop decision, right? Those are the two main important things about decision levels. So I'll put this back down here. I'll get rid of this, right? So I will explain what I was doing down here. So at the core of this thing here is that the decision level is inside of this area here, right? The DL for this one is in here. Change the color to red. That's the decision level, that where the price is, right? However, sometimes you want to see the EG that's there, right? So you would drop one time frame to see the EG, which is inside of this, right? Because it doesn't always have to be perfectly at the open of this, right? So for example, if you look right here, where the wick here and this here form, that's the area that the decision, you would look to find that level, that precise area. Sometimes it's exactly at this area here, right? Sometimes it's not. So let's figure out what this guy broke. So when it came down, when you look over here, this is a decision. It didn't break it. It just tapped in it and respect it. So this guy, because this was a rejection off of the level, it confirmed that this area is an area that you could buy from. So look what happened when the price came. It respect the area. It pushed up into this guy, right? And if you go to H1, what do you see up there in H1? You could see that there is a decision level there still at the level where this tap into, right? But you don't have the clear EG cell here. It's actually up here, right? EG, the reversal decision level is actually at that level there. All right, so this was a breakaway. This actually broke something over here. So this candle broke something here. This other candle, what did it break? This other candle still didn't break anything over here. So not a decision as yet. It only becomes a decision in this time frame when this candle push up, confirming the level, right? And then it drop and break. That's when this becomes a decision level. If you notice, when this price here actually tap this green one here, tap this, right? It make this a decision level because it confirm and reject and go up. But then the price didn't maintain anything because the sell pressure was too strong. It didn't maintain anything. So it dropped below, break. It didn't even retest and touch back the level here. It just continued down. But don't want to talk about that. I just wanted to show what is inside of a decision level, inside of the area that at the wicks, right? Where the actual decision level is. So I will remove this. So let's see. We have the two types of decision levels. Now, people have been hitting me up asking me about oh, there's so many decision levels. Yes, there are. I don't focus on these that much because these are just continuation. I focus more where there are reversals, like this one right here. All right. The open of this green candle close above the open of this red candle. So from decision levels standpoint of trading, that is where the level actually is at. But if you notice, this is the rejection confirming the level that, okay, this might be a good level of buy. So rejection is confirmation of the level. This is your buy entry. So if I was on H4, right, and I'm building a case to take a trade, right, I would have two things lined up. You need to know your direction and you need to know your market flow. Meaning, so direction and you have market flow, right? H4, as you can see, this is H4 time frame. We're on H4 is bullish, breaking out to the upside, right? So I'm going to say my direction for H4 is bullish, right? Bullish, why? Where was the decision that H4 took out? H4 took out the reason for this drop, which is the open of this guy right here, right? This candle, even though I showed you it looked like this and I said I don't focus on those, if you look what happened, it closed below the open of this green candle. So this guy is a level of importance, right? Because it is where the reversal started from that broke this guy. So when that happened, right? And then price hit something down here. We're not going to focus on what it hit here. We're just focusing on this. H4 taking this out is bullish for me. So that means that H4 is bullish. Any drop, right, is just a pullback, right? Any drop is just a pullback. So when price is going up, I'm waiting for price to come back down here. So this is when price was dropping now, right? This is when price was dropping, coming down into the area that I want to take a trade from. I'm not going to take the trade on this candle because you need to know if this level is going to be strong, which is the confirmation on the same time frame, right? Which is this guy, right? Now, other thing is the level is respected. You could see we have a rejection, which was bullish. We have a rejection from a red candle. That is clean rejection. Then we start doing bullish movements up. This push up to this guy right here. The reason why this stop here, as you can see, this is the ones that I don't really focus much on, right? It's continuation. There's a decision level inside this, but this candle here break the open of this guy, right? And this guy is responsible for taking out this, right? So you could be looking for a trade here, but as you can see, this just fall through. It didn't respect it. It respect down at that level here. All right. How do you catch the entry here? All right. This comes here at 1300. This is your entry candle at 9 o'clock. So now your market flow was saying to you that any drop is just a pullback. So the pullback occurred. So now the other important part of the market flow is that any um any drop, or you could say any further drop, is last push, right? So we already see that this was your pullback level. This is last push. right? Majority of the time, last push will go beyond the pullback level, right? Sometimes it will stop there or stop in between this wick right here. But majority of the time, it will be beyond this because if anyone took the buys on this guy is trying to take you out, right? How do you catch this entry? You catch it entry by, let's go, by, for me, in my head, like I trade at a particular time, majority of the time. It's like I don't just trade randomly all over the place. I'm trading at particular time. So this candle is 9 a.m. Right? Gold is going to move at 8:30 majority of the time. This is a Monday. So if I go down to H1, one time frame lower, and the price is pulling back into this zone here, right? And this is the thing with decision levels. Decision levels requires trend line. I am not good at trend line, but I will try. Um, so you could anchor probably off of this. It missed that area there. So you could anchor off of probably this with this, and this could be good enough. So anytime the price falls below the trend line, you're taking your entry below in these areas, right? That's one. Let's see if I could find another trend line. This could be anything below. I don't wanna, could be somewhere there. Kind of look like a straight thing. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I honestly don't know. So let's see, type 5. Is there a type 5? So shoulder. Okay, found another one. Um, so if this is where, wait. Shoulder. So this is head. Man, that miss there. I don't know if this is a trend line. All right, we'll just use this one. So for me, because I was already bullish on this leg, this is the bullish structure. This is just a retracement down, and I'm looking for the last push. For me, I'm not going to take the trade off of H1. I'm going to be at around H30, the lowest time frame, right? M30 or probably M15. So for me, I would be seeing 8 o'clock, 8:30. Here, it's pushing down out of this consolidation. And at the 10 o'clock candle here, this is when the new H4 starts. Probably not for O1 though, but for forex.com. When the new H4 is starting here, I'm taking the trade here. Because you got to use time as your, like, how do I say, you have to put time into it as well. Time factor. You got to figure that out on your own. So I would be taking my entry down here, but I don't draw a trend line, so I wouldn't have seen the trend line. I would have just been looking down here, refining. So if I go to H1, refine, refinement level would be at this area here on H1, because you could see this green candle push up, closing above that. And if I go to M30, M30 there, it's M30 is showing that it's here, so it can't be an M30. And go to M15. Um, it's M15 and H1 is at the same level. This is good enough for me. This is good enough for me. So if I don't take it on the head of this, when it comes in here, I'll take it when this candle is open and it's pushing down to go up, right? And then that's the entry. Um, Now in a candle, so I will give you in a H4 candle stick, you have one, um, You have 2, you have 3, you have 4 H1 candles. This is all H4, right? All H4. This is H4 candlestick, right? The main important candlestick in H4 is the last one, which is this guy, right? This is the most important. He's the most important because it is the one that closing the H4 candle, right? It is the one that is closing the H4 candle. So remember what I said up here is that the closing candle have the ability to influence the next one. So whenever this one closes, it has the ability to influence the next H4 candle. So now if you go back up to H4 to show you what happened, right? This didn't close anywhere much, it just closed as a doji, right? So H4 closed here, so now you go to H1 just to see. So H1 is closing bullish, so it has the ability to influence the next one. So now you could update your market flow and saying that, did H1 break out? Let's take a look. Let's take a look if H1 break out. H1 needs to close, take off some of these lines. H1 need to close above the open of this guy. It didn't close above it yet. So let's see what the next candle does. It closed above it, right? Remember we said we have 4 H1 candles. So this closed above it, right? This means that this level here is a decision level based on these are not the ones that I trade that much. It just have the ability to influence. So H1 is bullish. So if you fix your market flow now, so H1 last push is done. So H1 is bullish. Any drop is just a pullback, right? So now where can H1 come to? It could come all the way back down to all of these stuff here, especially with the mess in here. But you could start targeting here. But are you going to take the trade on H1? No, you got to drop to the control time frame. Control time frame is M30. There's a M30 breakout level here, decision level here that created the take created this is the source that take this out. So this could possibly a level to look for the trade if it comes. So between here and here. So let's see what we get. M30 is just breaking up, not coming down, right? So when this H1 had closed, it gave you a pullback, but not a full pullback because you would want it down here. Don't think it's coming back down here no time soon. Right, okay, now here it comes. So let's go back up time frame a little bit. H1 is coming into the zone. At this moment up here, H1 was bearish because H1 closed below the open of all these green candles. So H1 would be bearish. But keep in mind what H4 was doing, because if it pull back in here, you could catch a trade possible. Didn't even come down into this level. It just come back to here, which is a decision level. But for me, I don't trade these. It's only a decision level because this push up, it break the open of this. This was a confirm level here, right? Rejection is a confirmation. So in this breakout, you could buy it back off of this. But this would have been the zone here. I don't look for these trades because these are actually in the middle of the trend. So you could get caught if you don't see it. So somewhere in here is still of importance to me. So let's see if price comes back down there. But there we go. It tapped in on H1. So H1 doesn't give you the pullback. All right. So now your market flow again need to be updated because you're trying to get last push. Fuck. So you're looking for this now, right? You're looking for your last push. So you look because this already hit here, you expect the price to want to pull back into here, but I would look to choose this level here to possibly get a trade. So let's see if we get it. And does it align with time of day? This is the end of the day. No, it doesn't. So I wouldn't be trading. Let's see, where is 9 o'clock? This is London. Still nothing. This could still be a area. See, is it coming? There you go. Tap in. So this could be the trade that you're looking for, right? Um, I haven't been on H4 to see what H4 is doing, but based on H1, if you take the entry here, um, you're gonna monitor price on the control time frame M30. M30 is not breaking anything. It didn't break the open of this. So this might not necessarily be the trade. You'd want to see it take this out to confirm that we want to go up. It could still come back. So let's see. See, didn't even work. For me now, this is coming into 7:30, 8 o'clock. I would rather the trade come at 9:30. Well, it's missed. It comes back down into this bad boy here. This decision that was made down here. Back down there. So the reason why I got all the decision levels, and as you can see, another decision was formed up here that disrespect. This breakout, it pulled back and it continued up, but this hit something lower up here. And that's it. So now, one thing, like I was on MH4. So the reason why that trade even failed, is because we're not on time frames that give direction. H4 is not for direction. Direction is coming from daily. At a minimum, daily. Daily is your directional time frame. So now, when you look at these guys in here, uh, when you look at what's happening in here, if you was looking at daily, see daily level here, right? You'll have caught this trade for sure if you had to use daily, right? So now look, price is pulling down here. This is already broken, right? Daily is broken here. The open versus the close. So more likely, price could want to target this rally decision, right? Here. And if you go to weekly, there's no weekly decision level in here other than open, close, regular open, close. So this would be your decision. So daily is bearish here, up at this point here. So when it's coming down into this now, you're going to be monitoring. You could set your market flow. You could set market flow daily, whatever. So let's go to H4. And we're going to mark out refine. So this is how I refine decision levels. So this here is the rally decision to take the price up. There is a drop decision here. So in between these two areas here, it's a possibility that you could catch price. So I would have done the same thing that I did in H4 to set my market flow. Daily is bullish here. Any drop is just a pullback, right? Daily is bearish here. Any rally is just a pullback, right? So trading both, setting up the trade both directions. So the price dropped down into this. Let's see. It tapped into the daily level itself. But the daily, it didn't even tap where I would want it to, based on EG, sorry, based on decision level. On EG, this would I would have caught this trade on EG, but let's see. Did it come? Did it come down there? There it go. That's when it hit the decision level now. And it's holding. So now there's a thing when this price pushed down, it break the daily level. So this was daily. I'm gonna just make this green daily. These are H4 levels, right? So now this is the thing you have to take into consideration. This is going to be something that open up a lot of people's eyes. If daily is pushing down, right? Daily is pushing down, but it cannot break H4, right? Daily is pushing down, but it cannot break H4. This is the biggest clue for people. If daily is pushing down, but it cannot break H4, how can daily continue to push lower? That's the biggest clue to know that, okay, you could take buys at this level. If H4, if daily, because this big old push from up here is coming from daily. If daily cannot break a H4 level, how can price continue to go lower, right? That's the reason why when the price came here, bam, this was a decision level for buys because this green candle closed above the open of this. You could have buy this. This is your pullback, and this is your last push, right? That's the biggest key. So the logic that you need to focus on is setting the logic. One, set market direction and market flow. Two, if daily cannot break H4, how can price go lower? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. Time of day, this is the end of the day. This at 9 o'clock in the morning in New York. So 8:30 is pushing it down into this for trade to go up. This is also the same. News hit it from up at this decision level here, send the price down. So H4 is pushing down below the daily here. It hit into this H4. This is last push to go up. I'm gonna share something if I could find it. Let's see. ztfx, might trade it. So the logic, where is logic? Logic. The logic. So we could put this here. If the price surpasses the minimum level of the pullback, it is last push. So the minimum level of the pullback for this one here was right here. This is the minimum level, right? It's saying if the price surpasses the minimum level of pullback, pullback is called the last push. So this is pullback, this is last push, all right? So when this came, this confirmed that this level here is strong enough to buy. Look at this rejection here, right? This is rejection at the level. Confirm that it can buy. So if you want to buy this right here, right? Let me just show this for now. If you want to buy this right here, there's a high risk chance of taking it because it's H4, you could go to H1, right? When the H1 hit the level, the H4 level, it rejected, right? When it reject, look what happened. This other candle, right? Open, high, low, close. Think about it. This other candle here open at the same level, but then it started to push down first to create the low, but then it closed up here. So when this candle here is coming back into this area, you could buy this, right? You could buy this and probably target this level here. But if for the first trouble sign is going to be right here, but this is not decision level trading. So let's see what happens if he would have tapped it and give trouble. Yeah, tapped it and give trouble. Mm, Um, so yeah, you could have caught a trade off of this here to up here, catch the last push now. Then on the last push, when this one hit, right? You don't have to trade this one. You just want to see the rejection. You trade this one. And this is the ending of, this is Owanda, so 9 o'clock. So this candle here on Owanda is a close in H4 for Owanda. This is a new H4 starting to happen, right? So yeah, the new H4. And then the day close off somewhere over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because the last H4 H1 candle for Owanda is the last H4 candle for Owanda is actually 3 hours. Um, yeah, I think that's enough for decision level. Hopefully this helps people have an idea how I trade. I don't just trade decision level all over the place. I trade decision levels coming around this time. This is beautiful time for me to take this trade. 9 o'clock, 8:39. It's the H4 level, so when the H1 hit, right, you don't have to take the trade on the first H1 hitting the level. You can just wait to see. And as you can see, it's 9 o'clock, so the new H4 candle starts at 9 on Owanda. So this one ends at, see, starts 5, so 4 hours, 9. So ends and start here. Same thing here. If I was on, where is the next? This is forex.com. At the same level, you could see that these is 6 and 10, 6 and 10, H4, H4 here, 6 and 10, right? You know what? I'm going to throw one more thing that people should need to know. Relating to real time, right? If this is your decision level, let's see what time the price actually get here. So let's drop to M15, I mean H1. It's coming there. No, M30. I want to see when the first candle hit. Let's go to M15. Right before the candle hit. So this one here is 8:45. If this is 8:45 and we're approaching this zone, you can't monitor this on a 15-minute. You got to go up to H1 to monitor the hit on this, right? Relating it to real time, right? So real time meaning the next candle closure that's coming up. So if you look, 1, 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour. So if we're at the price coming to this level here at 8:45, this is forex.com. So the new H4 is starting at 10. So this is a new H4 candle, right? So either you monitor this zone getting hit on H4 or on H1. So whichever candle that's closing at this time, you need to monitor. That's another secret that most people don't know. I won't be giving any more. This should be enough for people to make money when trading. Um, if you do like your top down, where everyone likes to do, if you do monthly, right? I will just give this last one. This is the last. So monthly, your decision level is right here. These are not necessary decision level. They're open close because there's nothing to the left to say that they're broke, right? But monthly levels are strong, but this is your monthly decision. So if you do the so direction and market flow. Monthly is bullish. Any drop is just a pullback. Weekly. What is weekly? Weekly is not bullish anymore because weekly broke and closed below the open of that candle. So weekly level for me is this. Bam. Weekly is not bullish. Weekly is bearish. Bearish. Any rally is just a pull back, right? Let's confirm some more. So with this close below the open of this, right? That's the pullback on this candle. So this candle did the pullback here. So market flow need to shift. So now it's gonna say would be last push because weekly is already bearish. So and we reject same time frame. So if the next week candle open like this, and there's a wick up here, like it could come up even higher, right? And close below this, that means this was your last push, and we're bearish weekly completely. But if the weekly does this and close above, we're not bearish weekly anymore. We're bullish weekly, right? So now let's go to daily. What is daily? Daily is bearish. Wait. Let's see. We have a daily decision level over here, right? Daily decision level over here. This candle, it closed below this. So that make us bearish daily. And we have daily decision level here. We have this rally decision that went up. And this guy break this and this. So daily is bearish. So daily, it's bearish. What do we have as market flow? So market flow daily is right here is the daily level. Green, because this is where the open is to create the close below that. So daily bearish. So daily is saying any rally is just a pullback. So this green candle rallying up, it actually tapped this level here. So let's see. So daily is any rally up. This is a level you wanted to come to, but it could rack off this because this is a daily buy level that was broken. So daily is bearish. Any rally is a pullback. So this is a pullback. Next one is that we give a last push. So last push is seen. Possible seen. Right? The pullback is done already from this level. But the week is ending. So remember, weekly is bearish and the weekly is waiting for a last push. So you got to put all those time frame, multi-time frame into use to understand. Daily could be showing that it's bearish here, but weekly is saying, no, we need a last push. So weekly candle, as I said, could be coming up into this area here, right, to give you the last push. Daily is bearish. So the daily cycle need to complete first before it's weekly, which is possible the daily last push was seen. And then next week, you need to monitor to see what the price does first. Is price coming up to complete the weekly, or is going to continue daily sells, right? That's how I would view this thing and want to looking to take shorts. I wouldn't Let me see, would I take buys? Not sure if I would take buy because this daily kind of closed back above this right here. Yeah, I would probably want to take buys going up, looking to complete the weekly cycle, right? Because monthly is bullish, but weekly is bearish. So weekly in control to go down, need to daily need to facilitate the last push weekly. So I would say daily need to come up, right? To create the last push to sell to go down. And I think that's it. This is where I will be done with my direction, market flow, and all of that stuff. So anything else like trading wise, it's pretty much H4, H1, trying to capitalize on the moves. So H4 didn't make any decision. The H4 make a buy decision here because buy, pullback, last push. So H4 is kind of giving an indication that it wants to go up, but it's gold. Anything could happen on Sunday, Monday when market open. All right, guys, this is it. This was a lot. Oh, also, do not message me about decision levels anymore. No message about decision level. I only made this video because last year I said I would have dropped a video at some point. This is to answer every one question about decision levels. I do not want to discuss this anymore. So any other questions, just backtest and figure it out. Thank you.